A quick JavaScript aside, let's look at call and apply for invoking functions. So I've got my empty app.js file, and I'm going to create a simple object. I'll create a property called name, and then a method called greet. And I'm going to go ahead just for fun and use ES6 template literals. I'm using VS Code, so I've got my jsconfig.json file, but it's not required. And then I'll console.log. Then I'll use a backtick and say hello, then $, curly braces, and this .name, and then finish the string with another backtick. Remembering that when I call a method on an object, this keyword will point to the object itself, so I can get the .name property. Then I'll invoke the method, that function, and when I run it, there it is. So that works. Now I'm going to use .call. I can take any function, because functions are objects in JavaScript. They're first class, so they have their own methods and properties. I can say .call. This will invoke the function, just like the parentheses do. But the difference is, I can pass a variable to it, and whatever I pass to call is what the this keyword will point to. So I'll overwrite what the this keyword points to. And that allows for some pretty powerful patterns, like I could just create an object here. I'll use an object literal and say Jane Doe is the name. So I'm passing an object to this function via .call, and what that really means is this object will become the this keyword. So this function will run as normal, but wherever I see the this keyword, instead of pointing to the parent object, it will instead point to the object I passed in via .call. So I'm essentially borrowing this function and giving it my own object to serve as the this keyword. So if I run this, there's John Doe and Jane Doe. I can do the exact same thing. I'll just copy and paste. .apply. I can run that, and that works too. The only difference between .call and .apply is if I had some parameters here for the function, you do a comma for call and pass the parameters and other parameters if there are any. But for apply, you simply pass an array of parameters. And that's the only difference as far as how you pass them, either a single array or pass them as a comma-separated list like you normally would with a function. But call and apply let me change what this keyword points to. And that turns out to be a very powerful option for essentially borrowing methods and giving it the object I want them to work on. All right, well, that's it. That's call and apply in JavaScript. Let's move on.